Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It is Wednesday the 28th. Yesterday was the 27th. Back in the shop today. We're gonna hopefully get this done, and we're gonna squeeze the outers. Now we have all the inners. If you guys watched my video yesterday, you saw that we had all these that are done and everything. We're gonna QC these. The way that we do it, this is our gauge, and the rivet head, the part that we pound or that we buck down, should not be able to pass through that hole, and that tells us that we have squished it. You want a little bit oversized versus under squeezed. If it goes through this hole, you definitely, if the tail end can go through that, you definitely have to do some more squeezing. So you want to smush it out enough so that it will not go through that hole there. So we're going to get that tested, and then we're going to use our squeezer, our pneumatic squeezer, you know, the big squeezer. You watch my other video, and we're going to get all of these outside rivets. We can get that done with the squeezer. So that is what is on the agenda today. Like I said, we're going to do some QC, quality assurance, QA. QC is quality control. Yeah, we're going to do something, and we're going to make sure that that all the rivets that we did yesterday will pass muster before we button it up. And it's very important because we're going to be putting these pieces in the bottom, and then once these are in, as you can see, you're not going to be able to get your hands in here, so, or through it. So we have to make sure all the rivets are good to go before we button it up. So like I have always said, this plane's not going to build itself, so see you in a bit. All right, YouTube. So I don't know if you guys can see them, but every rivet that has a little black hash is under squeezed, and they're in the back. That light might be too bright. So I estimate there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rivets. 12 rivets. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's just on one side. 12 rivets that need to be rebucked. So what I'm going to do is I am going to figure out a way. I'm thinking I can mount this. I think I can mount this vertical stabilizer on its edge, so I can reach the both sides and then be able to kind of line them up, so I have better view instead of them laying flat like this. I could probably, you know what, I'll just, you know what, why am I making it so difficult? I'll just flip the dang thing over and and do it that way. And I should be able to line them up. But yeah, so everywhere where there's a black tick mark, I don't know if you guys can see that, those are one. So there's 12. So there's 12 on this side. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I am very happy with that result and everything. So all right, so we'll get this. We got to now do the top part. So I'll get those checked, and then we'll get to re-bucking these and getting them to the proper dimensions. All right, see you in a bit. Well, there you go. You get some lighting on there. So they're all bucked down. That bottom row, basically everyone except 2 had to be redone. Or not redone, but bucked. But you can see they are all down and they all look good. They all gauge out, so that is good news. And we are good to go. So Operation Button Them Up is about to begin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the squeezer out, and we're gonna obviously put the bottom rib here in place here, but we can do that with the squeezer. We don't have to buck it, and we're gonna get this thing buttoned up. I don't know if I'm gonna get it all done tonight, but we're gonna make it, we're gonna go as long as we can go until we start making stupid mistakes. That's usually my indicator that I need to stop, is when I make stupid mistakes. Oh, I did want to show you guys this. So the paint, the SEM, I'm still really happy with the SEM. I really didn't expect it to hold up, especially with all the flexing. To be honest with you, that's the only piece that flaked off from this skin flexing, and that's pretty impressive if you think about it, because this aluminum, if you look at it's not that thick, it flexes a lot. So I'm really happy with the fact that that is all that it flexed off on. Wow, that's kind of weird. I'm getting that's from the LED. That is bizarre that it was doing that. So, all right. So here we go. We're gonna get the ribs in, and we'll get to squeezing. We can squeeze the rest of these rivets. We don't have to buck them. We might have to buck a few. So, all right. With that, I'll see you in a bit. We're here at the tip of the vertical stabilizer. Got the other one done. I want to show you guys something that a lot of builders will do, and it will mess you up. See that rivet? Now, see how it's sitting proud right there? Now, a lot of builders will say, "Oh, I'm going to squeeze it, and it's going to squeeze in." You can't do that. You have to make sure that these rivets are flush before you squeeze them. The squeezer's job is to squeeze the rivet together. It isn't to make things flush. So the way that you fix this, it just means that the hole's a little bit out of alignment. So what you do is just move over. Just move over one more hole with your cleco. So take your cleco and just move it over. And then that should line it back up. And just by putting these rivets in, it will line up. God, I got too big of hands for this. Right there you go. See how that's flush? And then what we'll do is we'll squeeze those. But I wanted to share. This one here is doing the same thing. This one right here. So don't think the squeezer is going to align your holes up. Get your rivets lined up the way you want them, and then squeeze them. It's not the squeezer's job to make those things flush. So I just wanted to share that with you. Well, there you go, YouTube. One vertical stabilizer. It is done. She is in. She's all done. I gotta look at the there was no I don't think I missed anything. There's no rivets here. And these are screwed. So I gotta go look at the instructions, but I don't think there's any rivets, because I looked at the plans and I didn't see where you're supposed to apply rivet. I didn't see a rivet schedule for these guys, but these are all in. They're all looking gorgeous. Well, gorgeous. Can you say gorgeous? Yeah, I guess you can. They look great. They look really good. Everything QA'd out. Everything's together. I still have to attach here and here, but that requires a different dimple set, or a different set. So I'll do that tomorrow, because I don't want to have to mess with it. I got everything adjusted the way I like it, and so we'll get these done tomorrow. But there you go. This is the vertical stabilizer, and it is officially in the books. And wow, what a fun time. I have to say, had some camaraderie with Bill and his wife helping me with this, and yeah, it's I can't believe it. Here we go, vertical stabilizer in the books, done. I don't have the Vans grin yet, but it's starting to show. I'm really happy with the work and the learning process. More importantly, the process. So the next step is that we're going to get this wrapped up, bubble wrapped it, get it put into the other storage so it doesn't get damaged. Obviously I got to do these. I'll get those tomorrow, and then I go down to Harbor Freight and get some bubble wrap and everything. Let me back up here. So there you go. We got it in, and got the vertical stabilizer done, as you just saw. And man, it's still hot. I'm sweating. Oh my gosh, it is definitely hot in here. I can't imagine doing this in a hangar with no AC. There is some AC in the building. They keep it about 80 to 85 in the unit here. Got the fan going and stuff. So yeah, so we got the vertical stabilizer done, which is this is the very first step in building the RV10. So it's wow. And I have to say, it turned out, learned a lot. made a lot of mistakes, and you know what? That's how you learn. That's how you learn. I learn from the mistakes, from the failures, and everything. Then I do my successes. And so, yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Like I said, tomorrow I'll finish getting those two ribs, bottom rib spars done. It's a different set, and I don't want to mess with it tonight. It's been a long day and everything. So we'll get that done, and then we're gonna wrap this up in bubble wrap and ship it off to the other storage unit so it doesn't get damaged. And then we're gonna start all over again on this, I think, horizontal stabilizer. This is the vertical, so this is the tail that you see, and there's a lot more to it. This is the tail. The rudder's not attached, still got to make the rudder. And then we got the horizontal stabilizer that we're going to be doing. I think next is the next build. So with that, I just want to say thank you for joining me. Leave any comments, any posts, anything that you want. You know, obviously keep it to the airplane. I don't care about all the other stuff that's going on. If you have a question or comment or whatever, feel free to leave it and everything, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, I'd just like to say thank you, and God bless you, God bless your family, and thanks for spending the day, evening, whatever the case may be. I remember what our Bell used to say that, you know, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. And so whenever you watch this video, I just want to say thank you, and see ya mañana.